Hi everyone. Today is going to be a very, very special episode. This is going to be about you, the individual soul, God, the universe, and the ultimate state or liberation. Understanding these four things from the perspective of Hindu Sanatana Dharma will give a whole new foundation for your life, a whole new understanding and cognition about who you are, who God is, what the universe is, and what the ultimate purpose of life is. So please watch if you have the time for the next few minutes, and you will get a tremendous click in your understanding about yourself, about God, about the universe, about your place in this manifold existence and your purpose. And with that new foundation, with that new understanding, you'll be able to handle life easily, smoothly. In fact, all you need to know about this life rests in the understanding of these four things. Jiva, the individual soul; Ishwara, God; Jagat, the world, the universe, the multiverse; and Moksha, or the ultimate, what everyone is seeking, what we're all seeking. So let's get right into it. The download from the Guru just happened, so I'm just vibrating and I need to get it out. So let's start with defining these three terms. One, Jiva, the individual soul. Me, you, other beings, the individual soul. Ishwara, God. Jagat, the universe, the multiverse, the world. Moksha, the ultimate state. So, from the point of view of the Jiva goes through various states of consciousness, 25 states of consciousness in fact, according and under the Hindu Sanatana Dharma's explanation and cognition and experience of reality. Imagine a 5 by 5 matrix, 5 rows, 5 columns, roughly corresponding to your mind inner space and your body, the external body that you carry, the external space. So what are these 5 states? What are these 5 states? The 5 states are deep sleep, Shushupti; the dream state, Swapna; the waking state, Jakrat; the fourth state, Turiya. This is what the Buddha talks about, Turiya, the fourth state, beyond these three, beyond deep sleep, dream, and waking, Turiya. And the fifth state, Turiyatita. So now you have the 5 here, the 5 here, and the permutation combinations of these are the 25 states of consciousness that the Jiva goes through. So from the point of view of the Jiva, even Ishwara, God, is just another state of consciousness that the Jiva experiences. In fact, it's the ultimate state of consciousness, Turiyatita, Turiyatita. When the Jiva experiences that, the Jiva gets a glimpse of or experiences God. So what is Jagat, the universe, the multiverse, from the point of view of the Jiva? From the point of view of the Jiva, the individual soul, Jagat, the universe, the multiverse, the world, are just spaces and places that the Jiva experiences as the Jiva progresses through these 25 states of consciousness. So what is Moksha? From the point of view of the Jiva, Moksha is simply the ultimate state of consciousness that the Jiva experiences, Turiyatita, and existing in that ultimate state of consciousness permanently. That's Moksha from the point of view of the Jiva. Now let's turn to Ishwara, God. Now, Ishwara, what is Ishwara? Ishwara is an independent intelligence that has existence, sat, that is aware of its existence, chit, and is blissful because it can play with its powers and its existence as it wishes, ananda. Sat, chit, ananda. Independent intelligence that has existence, that's aware of its existence, and is eternally blissful because it can play with all its powers and with the existence as it wishes. So from the point of view of Ishwara, what is Jiva? Jiva is just a piece of that Ishwara, the Jivatman, Paramatman. Ishwara we can call Paramatman. The Jiva, the individual soul, is just a piece of that Ishwara. That Ishwara multiplies itself into infinite individual souls to enjoy and play with the universe and itself. So from the point of view of Ishwara, what is Jagat? What is the multiverse? What is the world? From the point of view of Ishwara, the Jagat, the multiverse, the world, is just other gods, other manifestations of God and gods. Not just the material world, but in fact, the manifestation of the very Ishwara, the divinity itself. For example, Ganga is not just a river, it's Ganga Devi from the point of view of Ishwara. Kaveri is not just a river, it's Kaveri Devi from the point of view of the Ishvara. Arunachala is not just some rocks, a hillock and some dirt and plants. Arunachala is Shiva himself from the point of view of Ishvara. Kailasa is not just some big mountain of ice up in the Himalayas. Kailasa itself is a manifestation of Shiva. So from the point of view of Ishvara, all the places and spaces in the Jagat, in the multiverse, in the world, are just manifestations of various gods and godheads. So what about moksha? Well, from the point of view of Ishvara, who is Sat, Chit, Ananda, independently intelligent, has existence, is aware of its existence, and is blissful because it can infinitely play with all its powers of existence. Moksha is that Ishvara eternally, permanently resting in its Sat, Chit, Ananda, not losing the Sat, Chit, Ananda forever, resting in it forever. Now let's turn to Jagat. Jagat is the multiverse, the world, the universe. So what is Ishvara from the point of view of Jagat? Ishvara, in fact all the gods and goddesses, is just another space or place in the multiverse, in the vast cosmos, from the point of view of Jagat. From the point of view of Jagat, Ishvara himself is just another space, another place. In fact, one could call it the ultimate space, the ultimate place from the point of view of Jagat. Vaikuntha, Kailasa, Sripuram, all of these are the same gods and goddesses, whether it's Vaikuntha, that Paramatma, that Ranganatha, that Narayana, that Krishna, or it's Kailasa, where Shiva resides, or Sripuram, where Devi, Shakti resides. All the gods and goddesses, Ishvara himself from the point of view of Jagat, is just another space, another place, perhaps the ultimate space or place. Now, what is Jiva from the point of view of Jagat? Jagat, from the point of view of Jagat, Jiva is also simply a small unit in a small place, infinite Jivas, infinite places in the vast cosmos, in the vast multiverse. What is moksha then from the point of view of Jagat? From the point of view of Jagat, the universe, the multiverse, the world, from the point of view of Jagat, moksha is simply the whole, completion, all of existence itself. Now let's turn to moksha. From the point of view of moksha, what is moksha? Moksha is that source, that parama, that parambul from which spontaneously, simultaneously, synergetically, all three, the Jiva, the Ishvara, the Jagat, all manifest. So moksha is that source from which all three, Jiva, the individual soul, Ishwara, God, and Jagat, the vast multiverse, the cosmos, the world, all manifest spontaneously, simultaneously, synergetically. So from the point of view of moksha, what is Ishwara? From the point of view of moksha, Ishwara is simply resting eternally in Sat, Chit, Ananda forever. Eternally ultimate. Nitya Mukta. So from the point of view of Jagat, what is Jiva, we explained. From the point of view of Ishvara, what is Jiva, we explained. Now from the point of view of Moksha, what is Jiva? From the point of view of Moksha, Jiva, when that Jiva experiences the ultimate, when that Jiva experiences Turiyatita, and establishes itself in Turiyatita permanently, that is Jivan Mukti. Now Jagat, from the point of view of Moksha, what is Jagat? What is the multiverse? From the point of view of Moksha, when Jagat realizes that it's in oneness with that moksha, with the Parambol, it is rests in itself, wholly complete, and is eternally auspicious. Meaning, when the Jiva, from the point of view of moksha, when the Jiva understands moksha, when the Jiva understands Turiyatita, establishes itself, the Jiva is in Jivan Mukti. When the Ishvara, from the point of view of moksha, understands that it's permanently residing in Sat, Chit, Ananda, independently existing, aware of its existence, and blissful because it can powerfully play with existence as it chooses. When the Ishvara understands from the point of view of moksha what it is and resides in that state permanently, it's Nitya Mukti, eternally Mukti. Jagat, from the point of view of moksha, when Jagat also realizes its moksha, when Jagat realizes it's complete, that it's whole, Jagat then is eternally auspicious. So from the point of view of moksha, when the Jiva, you, the us, the individual self understands this, it's in oneness with that moksha, oneness with that Ishvara, oneness with that Jagat, the multiverse. That's why in that space when we ask the universe for something, it manifests. When we ask Ishvara for something, it manifests as we want, with this understanding. In fact, all of the Hindu sampradayas, the thousands and thousands of them, are just the permutations, combinations of this understanding, an emphasis of this point of view. For example, all the jnana sampradayas, the knowledge sampradayas, are all from the point of view of the jiva. Now, one uses the point of view of the Ishvara. That's where you have all the bhakti sampradayas. Bhakti sampradaya doesn't mean Dvaita. There's Advaita, Vishishta Dvaita sampradayas as well that are bhakti based. So it all depends on the point of view. From the point of view of Jiva, we get all the jnana, knowledge sampradayas. From the point of view of Ishvara, we get all the bhakti sampradayas. What about from the point of view of Jagat? From the point of view of Jagat, that's when we get all the vijnana sampradayas. Now turning to moksha. From the point of view of moksha, if one establishes themselves in the point of view of moksha, that's where we get our Guru, Bhagawan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam Sampradaya of Paramadvaita. So, all the sampradayas in Hindu Sanatana Dharma are simply permutations and combinations of understanding of the world from these 4 points of view. Jiva, the individual soul, Ishvara, God, Jagat, the world, the multiverse, the cosmos, and moksha, the ultimate state, that one source, that parambol from which all the other three manifest. Understanding of this, an experiential understanding of this, more importantly, will lead to a new foundation for you, a new cognition for you, as it did for me, and a new way to live your life, free of stress, free of worry, with the understanding of how all of these four are in alignment and how all of these four ultimately reside within yourself. The Jiva, the Ishwara, the Jagat Moksha are all in oneness in this infinite, manifold multiverse, the cosmos of infinite Jivas, and in fact of infinite Ishwaras, all in oneness. Now compare and contrast that with one God theory. One true God theory, and there's various variations of that, now we can see, is nothing more than political dictatorship projected into the social, spiritual, political, economic spheres. It has nothing to do with the actual reality as it is. The actual reality as it is, the framework, is powerfully conveyed by the Hindu Sanatana Dharma. And that's what makes Hinduism so special. And what makes a Hindu understanding of our life so powerful for ourselves and in the way we relate to ourselves, to others, and to the world. When these four are in alignment, the Jiva, yourself, God, Ishwara, Jagat, the multiverse, and Moksha, the ultimate state, that's when inside we find that ultimate peace, that ultimate bliss, and that's when life, others, ourselves, all become a joy. And that is the grand Leela that is manifesting eternally and continuously and intensely. Thank you for listening. Please comment below and let's start a discussion around this new understanding. Thank you to my Guru, Bhagawan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, for giving me this download. It was percolating so heavily inside me that I just had to get it out. I just had to get it out. Thank you. Bye-bye. Nithyananda.